What's up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka Ninos Corner, man. First off, if you like this content that is coming your way, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, get all my notifications, folks. And also, if you're listening to this on the podcast and not on YouTube, whether it's Google Play, Apple Play, Google Podcasts, whatever, Stitcher, Breaker, the whole nine, anywhere there's a podcast streaming platform, I'm there. Search Ninos Corner, and you'll find me. Give me a 5-star comment, like, share, everything. But folks, today we're going to be busy today. Texas just got another commitment from 3-star offensive lineman Connor Stroh. But before we get into Connor Stroh, let's give a shout out to the sponsors. Really quick shout out, folks. Hey, 20% off free worldwide shipping and 20% off promo code using NinosCorner at manscaped.com. I'm not going to read the script for you today. I got a lot of stuff to cover today. But again, folks, 20% off promo code NinosCorner and free worldwide shipping using the code NinosCorner at manscaped.com. But like I was saying before, folks, Texas lands 3-star offensive lineman Connor Stroh to its 2023 class. Connor Stroh, folks, 6'7", 345-pound offensive lineman from Frisco, Texas, Wakeland High School in Frisco, Texas. He is a consensus, on-3 consensus 3-star recruit, number 81st player here in the state of Texas, number 36 offensive lineman, interior offensive lineman in the country. I think one outlet ranked him as a 4-star, and that was ESPN. But folks, what do we like about this, man? Connor Stroh, first off, he's a legacy. He is not a Texas legacy. He's a Texas A&M legacy. And so many thought that going through this process that he would, probably be a Texas A&M guy and end up going to A&M, just like the rest of his family did. However, I kind of always knew in the back of my mind that, Connor Stroh was definitely coming to Texas. I wouldn't say definitely coming to Texas, but I kind of had some kind of inkling that Connor Stroh was going to come to Texas because, first off, you guys understand that I'm a Texas guy. I'm a Texas Longhorn. I'm a grad. Immediately once I followed Connor Stroh on like Twitter and Instagram, he followed me back. He's very heavy on liking my tweets. He's one of my favorite guys in this class, just for his size alone. 6'7", 345. So once he started following me, liking my tweets, I always said he's one of my favorite prospects here, just in this class, because there's two things you can't teach folks, and that's size and speed. And being 6'7", 345 pounds gives you a bunch of leverage, gives you a bunch of strength already, just built-in strength. And as you guys can see, if you're on my YouTube channel, you're seeing like the highlights now. And so he was very pro me and very pro Texas when I added him, just on the Twitter. So, anytime I said, hey, I want to interview some high school kids who don't have the shine on them, he would always retweet, like the whole nine. So that's one thing that kind of tipped me off on it. And just another thing that actually kind of tipped me off on this as well is that Cal Flood, man, you see the body type of players that Cal Flood likes. This is it. He likes big guys. He likes guys that when he knows that he's going to the SEC, he knows exactly just the kind of players that he wants. Kind of reminds you of like a Deontay Brown down at Bama, big mammoth of a kid who got drafted here by, I think, the Panthers. Reminds you of just the kind of players he has now, like a Malik Agbo that came in this year as well. Big kid, all right? DJ Campbell, big kid. Big Cam Williams, man. I mean, he's another big guy, 360, 380-pound kid. Connor Stroh is built like those guys. I mean, he is a big, mauling kid. And like I tell you guys, one of my favorite recruits in this class. Anytime he would go to camps, I would hit up folks that had been at the camps, like my boy Texas Homer. And I'd be like, Homer, how do you look in camps? And Homer would give me this a real time, like, hey, you look good. Strong kid, very strong kid. So, look, I'm glad he's part of this family here, man. Hook 'em, Connor, man. Welcome to the family. Got to get you on an interview here on the Ninos Corner podcast. But like I tell you guys, one of my favorite recruits in this 2023 class, just for the simple fact that this kid is big. He's mean. He's nasty. He looks like an offensive lineman. Uh, he's just going to be one of those kids. I think that we're going to see him playing here on the 40 in a couple years. He already has the frame, guys. He's 345 pounds. I mean, you could, honestly see this kid when he fills out. You could see him become, 350, 355, maybe 360. He's already 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". You can see him fill out in that frame, become an interior offensive lineman, which is what he is projected at the next level at guard, and see him pulling. Just like you're seeing him on some of these clips here. He pulls very well. See him, pull very well, block very well, get to the second level. If he gets to a second level and he gets his hands on you, he is punishing a linebacker. He is punishing a defensive back. Not even close. The kid's a mammoth. I mean, these kids, you don't see kids this big too often, folks. And so I don't think people realize just how good of a get this is. Big, strong, physical, nasty kid. That's what you want on your interior offensive lineman. That is what Texas has been lacking here over the years since Mack Brown has left, is being able to recruit on the offensive line. Coming off this massive offensive line haul in 2022, probably the best offensive line class assembled probably in the nation over the past 20 or 30 years that Sark has gotten. Now we're seeing that he is going to rebound last year's class with a really good class here, starting off with Connor Stroh. And believe me, folks, there's going to be more to follow. There's going to be more to follow. And Texas brings in more offensive linemen here. They're this size. They got good footwork like him. His footwork can be, coached up a little bit more, but that's going to happen. Hey, look, he's 17, 18-year-old kid. We're not expecting to be the most polished and professional player, during his junior year, basically. He starts his senior year this year. Things are going to happen that are going to be better for him. He's going to get better coaching, once he gets to the college level. He's probably going to have some great trainers here throughout the offseason here and prior to him coming to Texas here in 2023. And you're going to see the maturation process of him just get so much better. Like I tell you, folks, one of my favorite recruits, Connor, glad that you're a Horn. He's one of those guys you see first off the bus and you say, yeah, that's what this team symbolizes. And so he's a first off the bus candidate. Just a funny story. You guys know that, I'm in the military. My first deployment to Afghanistan, we had this one dude who was in the gym. I was at Bagram Air Base, and he had to be about 6'4", 6'5", easily a 280-pound guy. I mean, not an ounce of fat on him. And when I saw him come in the gym, I said, thank God he's on our team. He's on our side. And that's what Connor Stroh is here, folks. Thank God he's on our team and he's on our side. Because when you see a guy that big coming at you, the only thing you can do is pray to God that you don't get killed on that play. But folks, if you're looking at the film here, you're looking at what he does here and just the kind of instant impact that he's going to be. You see the type that Cal Flood has. Cal Flood loves big offensive linemen, and that's what we have here with Connor Stroh. Couldn't happen to probably a better kid also. From all the reports, he's a great kid. But yeah, I am happy that Texas gets this guy. This is one of those guys you don't look at the stars here. Offensive linemen are very hard to basically project to the, just to that next level. You go back and look at some of the offensive linemen that we've had here at Texas that have gotten drafted here over the last few years. Connor Williams was a 3-star. Who was our last? So Connor was a 3-star. Who's the kid that got drafted by Washington? We just had him here. God is slipping my mind. I can't think right now. But he was a 3-star as well. Good. Sam Cosmi. Why did Sam Cosmi slip me? But yeah, so he was a 3-star as well. The thing about offensive lineman that you got to get is you just got to stock the room. You got to stock the room. Make sure that the guys you get have very high floors. Stock the room with a bunch of talent. And that's something that Texas has been lacking over the last 5 years prior to start getting here, over that 5-year period. And you guys have seen my videos previously. 18 offensive linemen were recruited over those 5 years and actually committed to Texas, which was the lowest in the Big 12, tied with Kansas. That's the lowest number of offensive linemen recruited by a school in the Big 12 over that time frame. Sark is changing those things around now with last year's class and now adding a guy like Connor Stroh, which is going to be the first of many to be in his 2023 cycle. So, hey, I'm happy about this commitment. I know you guys are happy about this commitment. We're getting uh, a big offensive lineman here for the interior of the offensive line. Guy is projected to play at the guard position. And Connor Stroh, like I said, you're one of my favorite recruits here in the 2023 cycle. I'm happy that we got him. Hook 'em horns. He is a horn. Yeah, he could have easily been an Aggie because that's where his family comes from, but he's blazing his own path here, and he wants to come play for Cal Flood and wants to come play for Coach Sarkisian. So on that note, folks, man, hey, do you, like I always tell you guys, don't be afraid to fail. Outgrow your environment, understand your brilliance. Horns always up. Hook 'em all day long.